Hey guys, so this video is going to be fairly short, but I wanted to share this because it was kind of a brainstorm of an idea for me was to talk about my bucket list books. You know, if you've watched my videos, I'm new to the Bookish booktube scene. I have not read a lot in my life, but just recently I have been very involved in reading and I've become addicted to it. And as I continue to write my own fictional novel, I think it's important that I read other novels and books and things like that that will inspire me, but also teach me. I think that there are some classics of fantasy that I have overlooked, that I have not read. And as I've started my year, I have been reading left and right. I've become distracted by this book, that book, this book. There's a new release. I want to read that. I mean, when defining a classic, you have to look at a book that stands the test of time, remains relevant and impactful despite the cultural changes. Other things that you have to look at for a classic is masterful storytelling and insightful themes and literary merit. And I think one of the reasons why you have to read classics, even though they've been around for forever and so on. Because I think even when doing like booktube, and I'm not really doing booktube, I mean, I am. I have no reason to try to remain relevant or anything like that. I'm trying to grow the channel, sure. But ultimately, I want to share my journey through all of these books. And it's super exciting to do, but I feel like you could get distracted by not wanting to go to books that have been out forever because they're not always relevant as new or trending books on lists somewhere on the internet. When I look at this, I look at a way to gain new perspective on history, society, and human nature. The way classics are written, it's almost like time traveling, and it's already a fictional world and a fantasy book, but really diving into classics, the author is writing in a fantasy world when stuff in the real world was going on, and it can influence them without them even realizing it maybe. I think it's a cool way to connect with themes that resonate across generations and foster empathy, and you can gain understanding through that. So why read classics? That's why. What makes a classic? That's what it is. And number one on that list is Lord of the Rings for me. I haven't read them and I really need to. And I know that it can be jarring because of the length. And I've also heard how descriptive things can be and how detailed his writing is. But I'm excited to read this, and it is one of the number one books on my bookish bucket list. I will be sharing other books that are on this bucket list in the future. They'll be in separate videos, but as of right now, I wanted to share this one. And I really want to know, what other fantasy classics would you recommend? And what other fantasy classics would you say are must reads that I cannot go through the book community and book journey and not pick this book up and read it as a staple in the fantasy genre? I would love to know. So thanks so much for watching, guys. This has been the number one bookish bucket list video, The Lord of the Rings, an ultimate classic. Thanks for watching.